But anyways, I can turn on the light.
Which one is it?
You had it.
Oh, this was
Yeah,
it?
click on the other.
No, it's not.
Oh no,
I like
it's
the
not.
new
It's
background.
Click the.
It looks good.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Click the other one. There you go. That's the one.
Click it.
Click it. Go like this.
Oh, flip.
Click upward.
Okay.
That's All right. Enough of the bullshit. This is the ADLR Podcast, episode 40. Joined by Randall Green here. Okay. Brian De La Rosa. And Weird TV. Also known as
What's up?
Brian Kelsey. What's up? See how they respond, Randall?
Oh, my bad.
Oh, you're bad?
What's up?
We know. You can support us on Patreon. Well, not us. Sorry, guys. I keep saying us like there's...
We're
we ha-
family.
Fucking
Fuck you.
Yeah. Patreon.com/ADLR. Oh, shit. If you'd rather do something more important with your money, you go to extralife.adlrplays.com to donate to charity. The proceeds go to the Orlando Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children. If you want to request a topic like Zordon_Z did, you go to topics.adlrplays.com so we can talk about it on the next podcast.
Talk about it.
We're going to talk about it. I got a lot of talk. We consumed a lot this week, so... Well, the music's easy to consume,
Shit.
but... Well, I mean, as a collective, we did. So I guess we can... I don't know what way to get through all of it. Should we just go with what we did throughout the week and it comes up, or... Because for me, it's going to start Friday, because that's when I did my consuming there, dude. It was Friday, and I started listening to shit.
I mean, go for it.
All right. Okay, well, we'll do it that way. Friday, Nav, Bad Habits dropped. Did you get a chance to listen to it? I know you're like the only person I got to talk to about the music, because we keep...
I heard it today. The only thing on this list that I didn't listen to was the Logic album.
Oh, okay. And that's because he dropped it, I think, today.
Favorite song, go.
For Bad Habits, there's two that I think are decent.
I didn't ask for excuses. I asked for your
Okay,
favorite song.
Know Me, the last one on there.
Spotify.
It's literally the last one on there. Know Me I liked, and To My Grave was... the ones I'm giving you are the ones that were catchy for me, which is the first one and then the last one. And the Weekend one was alright.
Song was trash.
Like, I got through it and I'm like, okay, I can listen to it again. But it's...
Alright. There's only 3 songs I liked on this.
Go for it.
I would think the best one, maybe Taking Chances. Best one.
Oh, okay. Well, he's already probably playing Know Me at this point.
If I were to describe Nab to somebody, I would say it's the trap version of Easy Listening. Because most of this album just sounded exactly the same, and it was just in the back, and I forgot it was playing.
Yeah, I was working while listening to it, and I'm like, I didn't dislike it. Like, all of them, I'm like, okay, it's fine. He's not like abrasively loud in his choruses. He's mostly like not whispering, but he's soft spoken while he's rapping and stuff. So and the instrumentals are really nice. Like, not nice, but like I don't want to say generic, because that sounds like a
flowchart.
Okay, flowchart, I guess, and I was digging it.
I don't hate most of the album. There's some songs that I thought was trash. Like, as soon as the Weekend song got to the chorus, I skipped it.
I'm so scared for the next Weekend album now. Like, the past 2 or 3 features, he's over here hitting some weird stuff, doing some weird stuff in the songs, and I'm like, no.
In my head, he's just getting all the bad vibes out of him. So when he gets to his album, it's just what we want.
Let's hope, because man, he's getting me worried, dude. That's about it, man. Like, I recommend it if you want some trap stuff in the background.
It sounds like a background CD.
It is. It's
I
like
listen to Know Me, and nothing really catches.
Yeah, maybe the chorus
it's one of those where you just kind of sit there
and nod to it. There's no substance in it. Like, it's okay. It's he makes some music, you know. But yeah, I listened to that. What else did I listen to that came out? Well, okay, so Logic dropped a single from his upcoming album, not the one that he dropped today, that came out alongside his book that he released. His book's called Supermarket. He released a soundtrack to that came out today, but I'll get to that later. He released Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, which I thought was pretty cool. It's okay, I guess I might as well go into supermarket as well. Logic Confessions of a Dangerous Mind sounds more what he's been releasing recently with Young Sinatra 4 and like Young Sinatra 4 stuff. The instrumental isn't boom bap, but it's his flow's the same. The what is it? Not the topic at the what the hell? Hold on, let me go back to it.
English.
Okay, yeah, sorry, that's the one with the phone in front of it. It's not Keanu Reeves. Lyrically, I like this one a lot more than Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves seemed more like a party song, while this one is more what's the word? Conscious track.
Conscientious.
Yeah, that word. I can't English, so I liked it, but it's not like a. Go ahead.
Second favorite song of the year.
It's danger. Yeah, I don't know about that second thing, but I liked it. But I think he's released more, or I think he had better tracks on Young Sinatra than in comparison.
I think this was better than a lot of that album.
Oh wow, okay. Damn. All right.
The only, because I haven't listened to it since like the week Young Sinatra came out. The only standout tracks to me is the one where he mentions Mac Miller, and then the one with Wale.
Those are the only two? Oh, man. You're dealing with a master at work. Like, that sample up every time.
And the Wu-Tang song.
Oh, okay. Like, The Return I liked as well. There's some other stuff on that album.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't heard it since the release week, so maybe that's why, but this song is better than most of what I can remember was on the CD.
Okay. Which one is it?
From Young Sinatra? Or the...
Whatever it is, whatever song Brian's talking about.
Oh, you have to look up YSIV for the album.
We're not talking about this CD?
No, this is a single.
Wait, you talking about the album I'm talking about? Or you talking about the song I'm saying is better than songs in the other album?
Yes.
I think I'm tired of Kelsey already.
All right, take 5. Let's do it.
If you're talking about the song, it's the first link in the music section.
Yeah, and he's comparing
the album. It's same artist, but Young Sinatra 4 is the name of it.
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, Logic's been dropping some cool stuff. I can't wait for this album to come out because it's more Logic, and at this point, like he even said in one of his songs, at this point I'm just buying into the brand because every time I get a Logic album, I get almost the same thing, except for the Supermarket one, which I guess I'll skip ahead until today because we're already talking about music. What a departure in such a good way. Like most of these are like guitar songs and like, but with hip hop introduced to it. He had near the end of it, he has like funk type of instrumentals that he raps over. He's got an R&B one called, I think it was R&B. Hold on, like for Supermarket. Let me see what it is called.
So he got those Post Malone bags. What you're telling me?
Yes, but yes, no, that's actually a really good comparison. It's like his Post Malone inspired track. I'm Probably Gonna Rock Your World has a great instrumental, and he doesn't like. His vocals seem, because they seem for those like jazzy funk ones, they mix his voice in so it doesn't get obstructed by instrumental, but it's like
to stand out.
Yeah, it doesn't like stand, like it's all mellowed into each other, so it's like he's using his voice to become use it as an instrumental. So that's a nice slow one. Bohemian Rhapsody, awesome.
Time Machine's not bad.
Time Machine's good too. Like a lot of it, and a lot of these tracks are. It seems like he's either speaking to the hip hop as the game, like personified as a female, or as a actual female, like with like Get in Your Feelings kind of thing. And Bohemian Rhapsody is like one of that, and I'm Probably Gonna Rock and Roll like high up there. But I think Bohemian Rhapsody is the best song on there, and it's the first one.
Should always lead with your best foot forward.
Well, hey, then put on Bohemian Rhapsody. Like, it definitely set it didn't set the tone for the rest of it because it has like a upbeat instrumental and then turns into trap near the end for a bit, and then the rest of it has like Brian said, it's like his Post Malone bag, which it took me by surprise. I'm like, oh shit, I was not expecting this type of sound from him, and he knocked it out of the park. And not out of the park, he passed. If that makes any sense. Like it wasn't bad. I'm like, oh shit, he can do it. He's got range. I have not read, like DeLorean also has a pretty good instrumental as well. Like a lot of this stuff is if it's all, what is his name, Six? That has like if it's him doing all these, like he's got quite the guy in house because the instrumentals on like a lot of his projects are fantastic. I think that's it that I can transition to. So yeah, back to Friday. Friday, we drove to Port St. Lucie to go see my cousin Ignacio. His birthday on Saturday. So we hung out Saturday, drank, played dominoes, ate, listened to music, hang out, you know.
Drank some more.
Drank some more.
I was going to post on Ignacio's wall, happy birthday, but I'm apparently on his shit list and can't post on his wall. So I had to text him.
Is it private or something?
I have no idea, but it was like, hey, Ignacio's got a birthday today. Okay. I can't post anything on his wall.
Oh,
that's cool.
I have not checked. Oh, okay. Did he get the text? Did he respond? Or?
Yeah, he responded to the text. I just thought it was really funny.
I'm about to say, he's got like a thing against you? What the fuck?
It's because I'm white.
I mean, fair. Yeah, and then Sunday we drove back in the afternoon. What did I do Sunday? I just got ready for the next work. Oh, then I started. Oh, Barry. Holy shit! I thought.
Barry White?
No. So I saw the first half of the season, which is 4 episodes. So Barry. Okay, let me back up. Oh, okay, I got you. Hold on. So Barry.
It's got the Fonz in it.
Yeah, Henry Winkler. All right, let's not typecast him here. All right. What's I gonna say?
It's the Fonz. Okay.
Shut up.
Right.
Let me collect myself, because okay. So I saw the first. There's only 8 episodes, 30 minutes each, so you can fly by this like if you're watching Castlevania. I saw the first 4 episodes on Sunday, and I'm like, okay, it's not so bad. I had the story is Bill Hader plays a hitman. You good?
Now I know what show you're talking about.
Oh, okay. So he was an ex-military man who who turned hitman for a while, and he seems to be not losing his edge, but like he doesn't want to do the hitman thing anymore. Like he's slowly like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. He wants to have like a regular life. One of his marks isn't become like it leads him to an acting class where Henry Winkler's character is teaching people how to act, and he starts getting like he becomes not obsessed, but he starts like gaining interest in learning how to act. So now the story becomes more a Dexter meets Breaking Bad, where he needs to keep his hitman life and his his acting stuff separate, but they obviously keep crossing over. Stakes keep getting higher because hey, it's a Breaking Bad kind of thing. Well, I guess in Dexter the stakes got higher and higher, I guess, as he got deeper into trying to have a real life. So yeah, the first 4 episodes were like setting up the people who are there. Oh, the guy who, remember in Office Space, the guy that says stapler all the time?
Mm-hmm.
He plays his, I don't know if it's his uncle or something. He plays a close friend of his. He's like his handler for all intents and purposes. Anyway, so yeah, like the first 4 episodes, I'm like, okay, it's a decent show. I'd recommend watching it still, but like, it's like, oh, if you ever get to it. And then Monday night, I'm like, oh, let me see if I can just burn through after the stream. I played Battlefield 5. Oh, I guess I'll get back to Battlefield 5 in a sec. Streamed yesterday. Watched the rest of the show, which was only 2 hours because it's 4 episodes, 30 minutes. Math is easy. Episodes 5, 6, and 7 cranked the stakes up like it hits you like a fucking truck. And I've never seen Bill Hader in a drama before. So watching him act and taking act, and then also the editing, the clips, it was fantastic. I've never seen him like this. It took me by surprise. I'm like, holy shit! He's a fantastic actor. Henry Winkler
plays in like comedies, doesn't he?
Yeah, like I've never seen him in anything in like but comedies or SNL or whatever. But fantastic job by Bill Hader here. Henry Winkler's fucking hilarious. He's definitely he's like the comic relief in most cases. The way he yells at the fucking classmate, not yells, I guess, but like berates his students and stuff is hilarious. He has like a crush on one of the officers that's trying to find out. So I guess I'm not gonna spoil it, but one of the officers that's on Bill Hader's tail, and him trying to spit game at her the entire time is hilarious. But yeah, man, it all builds up to a certain point where you're like, holy shit, did he really just do what he just, like Breaking Bad, where it ends like a huge thing that happens, and then they set up the next season. That's like, see, the last episode is they're setting up for like the next season. 5, 6, and 7 is when the shit hits the fan.
Nice.
And it's the first that 1 hour and 30 minutes. I'm like, holy shit! Like, it went from, oh, you can watch it, whatever. No, you need to watch the show.
I'll have to add it to my list of things I'll probably never watch.
I'm lucky because the next season starts in like a month, so I don't have to wait long for the next season. But I highly recommend Barry.
Yeah, but now you have to wait like 6 months to binge watch it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's got a good mix of the comedy and drama. The comedy is like hit or miss for me. There's not like a lot of slapping knee, bent over laughing, but you know what I mean. Right? Don't make that face. But the drama's there. There is some action because I mean he is a fucking hitman. There was a weird thing that happened when I was watching the show. There was like angles and stuff where I thought he was Zachary Levi. I don't know. It's because I've been I saw him like he reminded me of Zachary Levi. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because all the Shazam marketing that's happening right now, but
okay,
it's weird. that's irrelevant at the point. But yeah, Barry, highly recommend it. That show's awesome. Actually, I fucked up. I skipped Castlevania season 2. So I think
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, you guys already spoke about Castlevania season 2, so I'll keep it light. I liked it. It was definitely a slow build up, but once the action started kicking in, this shit was badass. When they got into the I guess spoilers, got to Dracula's castle and they went toe to toe with Dracula, the animation was awesome. The fucking sound effects when Dracula hits one of them, I thought they died. Every single time he hit someone, I'm like dead. There was no way he survived it. The animation was fantastic. The arc for Alucard was pretty good. With him and his back. Well, I guess both him and the Belmonts, because they ended up going through like Belmont's history, and then Alucard did the same thing when he was going through his house or Dracula's castle, which I thought was a pretty cool like lore to be added.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really like the setup for season 3 if one comes out.
Yeah, and they did a good job of setting up like just like villains. There's still villains that exist that they can go and take out. Like I don't know if they're gonna follow Alucard or they're gonna follow Richter. Not Richter. Wow. What the hell? Which Belmont is this? Trevor Belmont. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I think Richter? Probably because of Smash. Yeah, but the action was fantastic. The build up at first it was definitely slow, but it was lore that we needed. So, because there's a lot of like Game of Thrones fucking politics going on, trying to overthrow Dracula and shit. Yeah, in the beginning that was kind of slow because I was doing a bunch of setup like, oh, we're gonna overthrow Dracula, and then that plan went to fucking hell. The guy who can the two people who can resurrect people. What were they called?
Shit. Now that you asked me, I can't think of what they are.
Shit. Yeah, one of them has like Tims. A little. Yeah, they're Tims. Yep, the shoes Tims, not like people named Tim. Are they battle?
They're like blacksmiths almost.
Yeah.
Except they res corpses or create.
Yeah, I forgot. Damn it! But those guys were really cool. Those characters had backstories that they shared, and I thought they were cool additions to the shit. Oh, what's up, David, in the chat? Oh, but I'm fucking up. I'm not going by chronological order here. I finished My Hero Academia.
Loved that last season.
Okay, so here's my one issue with My Hero Academia. The best parts is when their lives are in danger.
Oh, of course. But that's
it's just those parts last like a couple episodes, and then they're back to, hey, I want to learn new things. I don't care if you want to learn new things. I want your life to be in danger at all times.
I did like the fight between him and
the muscle dude. Like that shit was fantastic.
Muscle dude.
Where the muscle fibers go around him, and then like he's just like a walking tank. Is when they were in the forest. When they went to the camp.
Was that season 3? I thought that was.
Was it not? Am
I
I
don't
going
think
crazy?
so. I'm pretty sure that was season 2.
Uh-oh. I'm stupid. Give me a sec. I just put season 3 on Google. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yo, Zordon, how's it going? No, season 3 is like them in the trying to get their license to be
No, it's definitely season 3. I'm looking at it. Wild Wild Pussycats. That's when they're introduced to the cats who have their camp. And one of the cats is a fucking huge dude. That guy's a baller, dude.
All right. Maybe I'm off. I know what episode you're talking about, but that guy was like disgusting.
I liked it because it did a good job. Because in anime, you like, even when they kind of seem in danger, you don't really feel like in danger because like, or maybe that's probably because of Dragon Ball Z. Because I'm like, oh, he's getting his ass beat, but he can die. They can just res him again. In this show, like it seems like if you're dead, you're dead. So I think it was the shot right after, like he was getting what's his name, Midoriya was like laying on the ground, with like a huge crater, and the guy was gonna do like his final bro.
Dude.
I'm done, dude. It's too hype.
He's gonna suck off his bro finally.
Yeah, he was gonna hit him with like one final attack, like he's holding it back, and they like just slowed down time, and he had like a inner monologue, him like apologizing to his mother and what's his name, All Might.
Yeah.
And it was like he was facing his mortality, and I'm like, oh shit! Like I thought he was dead. I'm like, are they gonna switch up the show and killing one of the main guys?
Yeah.
Like they did a really good job with that.
I really enjoyed the fight between him and Bakugo. Is that his name? The guy
yes.
His friend that just shits all over his hopes and dreams.
Speaking, okay, so that there was like another good moment at the end of that season. It was at the end of that season of season 3. They have like that final confrontation, like beating the shit out of each other, and then I think All Might stops them later on, like after they start beating each other to a pulp.
I don't know shit about that character, dude. He got old very quickly. He's trying to be Vegeta, but nobody cares about him, and he doesn't have a Bulma. So I don't know why he's even in this fucking show.
Brian, he's not trying to be Vegeta. He is Vegeta. That's Vegeta in kid form.
No.
If they made a Dragon Ball Z high school edition, that kid is Vegeta.
No. Vegeta at that point, he already grew up. At that point.
Okay, if you say so. That kid is.
I'm excited to see what they do with those. Adam says Bakugeta.
Pretty much, man. Like throughout at least 3 seasons. I watched them back like. The third season I watched them pretty back to back, and that kid is. If he said my name was Trunks in the different alternate universe, I'm like, you're right. You have to be. There's a Saiyan Prince blood in you right now.
I'm really excited to see what they do with the those 3 like elite kids. You know they show at like the very end.
My instant favorite fucking character, dude.
Yeah, the dude just like shits all over that entire class.
His name is Mario something. I forgot what his last name is, but that character's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I just like it because his art style for his eyes are like the bead eyes. Huh?
Talking about the Lucas character that gets naked.
Yeah, his name is Mario something. I forgot his last name.
My third favorite character. Then
that guy is. He's hilarious. He's pretty strong. But he doesn't like he even broke it down so people aren't like, hey, you're broken strong. No, he has to do a lot of work to get through to do what he has to do to like phase through shit. I'm like, oh crap.
Not to mention, like he talked about how hard he had to work to get to that point. Like it wasn't just, oh, I have this power and I'm just amazing. No, like I literally can't see, breathe, anything. Like I have to really understand what the hell's going on in order to be as good as I am. And being able to do stuff.
Yeah, dude. I definitely enjoyed that part. It was a good setup for the next season. I'm actually excited to see what the other. I don't think it showed the other 2 people, right? It was just Mario.
No, it just showed him just kicking their ass.
The shy guy, anything he eats, he gets the power of. Something like that.
What the hell? What do you mean anything
I don't remember it because it's been a while since I've seen it, but I think they show whatever he eats, he gains the ability of, or he gains the property of, something like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And the third person, I don't think they showed. The girl they didn't show.
Oh, okay.
The girl they didn't show much.
Oh, but yeah, I saw it. That show's pretty cool, man. I'm digging it. I like the whole hero lore and.
I really like Midoriya. Like, I think it's great how smart he is and how he's able to like analyze things. But even though he's got this like amazing power, which obviously All Might is like one of the best characters, and he's basically inherited that, but he's not like, he doesn't just get it and become this amazing person.
No, he's still got to work on it.
The best. Yeah, he's still working on it. It does piss me off though that he's like, I don't know, taking so long to really build up his ability. Like for somebody who's so smart, he's super dumb.
Yep.
You know, like you watch him and you're just like, dude, you could be so much better if you just fucking thought about what it is that you're trying to do and just fucking did it. Not, oh, I'm going to analyze this guy and not worry about myself. No, bitch, like worry about yourself for a little bit.
I think by the end of the season, I think if I remember hit the dialogue correctly, he moved from 5% power to 8% power. You got to step it up, dude. Like 3% in an entire season?
You know, like, that's what I'm talking about. Is like, you know, he's spending. You know, I figured out that that's what he was doing wrong back in season like 1 and 2. Like All Might, you know, was he just stays at 100%. You know, because he's built up his body, and it's like, why isn't it Midoriya's doing that? And then he finally figures it out in like season 8. You know, that he needs to do this. That's
another thing I'm hoping they do like quickly, not quickly. I guess kind of quickly, because I need some shit to happen. I need All Might to die. Like, he's been dying for 3 seasons now. Like,
I mean, I don't want him to, like, I like how they kind of wrote him out without writing him out. You know, where he's like, he's not somebody that they rely on anymore. Like, he is not really a hero because he can't maintain his form anymore.
Right.
But he's still around to, like, help guide Midoriya and the other classmates. Like, I actually really enjoy that fact, because it, you know, I really like All Might as a character, but
he can't be
didn't want the whole show to be
I come in to save
him.
You.
Like, yeah, you know, it's like, it shouldn't be all about the teachers and all about the, you know, him being like, oh, well, the kids were doing great, All Might showed up, it's game over. Like, that's, you know, that's just kind of a shitty show.
Right.
I don't care about most of the characters. Like, Midoriya got old season 1 for me. We get it, you're smart, stop fucking crying. Don't cry about everything.
Okay, wait, hold on. The thing is, they started, yes, in the beginning of season 1, they were using his cries very effectively. Because, I mean, he just, like, him getting chosen to be to get the quirk because he always wanted it, cool. And then they just started he started crying for like happiness too. And I'm like, all right, guy, like we get it. It's the emotions there.
And then after that, it just slowly becomes, how can we make little kids and emulate them to be Goku, Vegeta / Naruto, Sasuke / the same trope over and over again? So I'm not really there for them. All Might to me is he's just there. I'm there for like the characters I like, and just to see what the villains are in the next season.
I really like Dumb and Dumber. The 2 guys that have the armor ability.
Oh, yes.
The one that hardens like a rock, the other one that hardens like a steel.
Yep.
Like, those 2 are just absolutely hilarious.
They're really good characters. I like them.
And Icy Hot. I love all of the nicknames that Bakugo comes up with for everybody.
the lightning guy's hilarious too, because he just turns dumb when he uses it.
Yes.
But he uses his quirk. Like, I like the trade-offs for each quirk and stuff. The guy who eats sugar to bulk up or whatever it is. That guy's fucking hilarious. Right now, Mario's winning and hilarious. They drew him. His face is hilarious. Him, like...
the way they introduced him was what was sold me immediately.
Yeah.
When he's like, when it's just a face on the wall, he's like, hey, how's it going?
I had the same reaction Midoriya did when he left. The camera or not the camera, I guess the edit it back, and Midoriya's looking to see where the fuck he's gonna appear next, and I'm like, yo, he's gonna appear, like, in the bathroom now next. I don't know where he's going.
Adam says it says Dumb and Dumber, their names are Metapod Used Harden and Colossus.
Oh my god. Good stuff though. I'm digging it.
I really kind of hope they tone down Bakugo's like kind of bullshit attitude. Like, cuz you know, I have to agree with Bryant. Like, it's really annoying where just literally every episode he's just pissed off and
he just says, I'll kill you or some shit.
Yeah, and then you know,
like
goes and does, and like, don't get me wrong, he's strong, and if he continues to work at it, he can be basically a god, but fuck, dude, calm down.
Like, I think that's
every time he's like, I'll kill you, do it. Be a vigilante. Do something with your life. Channel that anger some way.
I think that's why I like that fight between him. I think the episode's called Midoriya versus Bakugo 2. And that's the episode where they hashed out their issues, and I think that was the best Bakugo episode ever because they actually sat down and actually had a conversation instead of oh fuck you, I'm gonna hit you, explode, and then cut to him getting hit, and then here comes Icy Hot to help everybody out.
Adam says they need to tone down explosive aneurysms attitude, and Icy Hot needs to stop being a bitch. I have to agree with that too.
How's Icy Hot a bitch?
Because he keeps denying the power that he has. Like, he starts to overcome that whole thing where he's like, I'm never going to use the fire side, I'm not going to be like you. And the thing is that he is exactly like his dad for a lot of it, until he finally has that epiphany like, oh, I can actually use my powers and not be anything like you. And he completely changes the way that his character works.
He figured that out like in the second season.
Yeah,
the part that he didn't get over was this... His demeanor itself is like his dad, which is what the third season's for. But like right after he fought break finger guy, he's like, oh,
Midoriya,
I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Break finger guy.
He once he got over the fact that he didn't have to be like his dad, it started to improve. But then in season 3, he's still kind of sort of following his dad's footsteps with the way his attitude is. Like, he shows that at the end of what is it, when they're trying to get their license, when they're attacking the orca dude, like the fact that he's like fighting with the guy that controls wind or whatever, like just really shows he still has a lot of his dad's conscience inside of him.
The pride, that sense of pride. What was I gonna say?
I think he's a better Vegeta than what they're trying to do with Bakugo or whatever the bullshit.
All right, man, if I don't see it, like that Bakugo kid is like almost exactly. Every time they talk to him, like Midoriya and him talk, it's Goku talking to Vegeta.
The only thing that's similar is that he's angry. The development for I always forget his name. The Icy Hot guy was more like Vegeta in the sense that he's all about him. His pride puts him in the way of better power, whatever. He just wants to do everything his way. Slowly becomes a team player. That's what Vegeta did.
I don't know how you didn't just describe everything that is Bakugo. Like, he literally runs off on his own every time. There's no team play whatsoever and goes, I'm just going to go fucking do this. Fuck you guys. I'm out. Don't get in my way.
Exactly. And he still does it. That's why he's not like Vegeta. It took one season for Vegeta to be like, yo, this bald piece of shit and his son, I'm going to help them.
Brian, it took him. Brian, no.
He started showing it.
No, Brian, you're thinking a season. You think a season is the Saiyan saga. There's the Saiyan saga, the beginning of Namek, the Goku being healed saga, and then there's the Frieza saga. There's so many sagas within Namek.
That's all the Namek saga.
No, Brian, that's a Namek arc. There's so many sagas. You know how many episodes they are?
Well, I know that there's at least 11. Because that's, what is it? They have the longest running number of episodes for a 5-minute fight scene.
It's ridiculous.
Still, by this, he's just, I don't know. Baku is just useless. To me, he's more like Ichigo than anything.
Is Ichigo's voice actor in My Hero? Do you guys watch it in English or no?
I stopped watching it in English for season 3 because they fell behind with it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I could have sworn I heard his voice. I
usually attempt it in English first, and then when they start falling behind on episodes, I'm like, fuck it, we're gonna do this.
I gotta stay up to date.
The only show where I immediately switched back to Japanese was JoJo. It was so fucking bad. The first episode, like 5 minutes into dialogue, I was like, no, I'm just going to
Why?
Japanese.
What's wrong with it?
It just sounds really like outdated and cheesy and bad.
Oh, okay.
Mine was No Game No Life. I was like, I want to get this. I want to get No Game No Life. I'm gonna preview the first episode in English. No, never again. Fuck that show. Like, I don't know if it's just because of the tone or what, but like Shiro has a very like, I don't even really know how to describe her voice, but the English cast can't do it. They just can't mimic that same kind of pitiful,
like twine to her voice.
Yeah, and it sounds awful. It sounds like they're trying way too hard or way too little. I'm not even sure, but it just is awful.
Okay. I still have to watch that too, I guess.
That's usually the issue I have, but in the opposite. Like with Dragon Ball, I can't stand Japanese voices for most characters because they just sound like generic people in every anime. The same voices are the same bad guys in Dragon Ball as any other anime. I don't mind, like, in hindsight, I don't mind the Goku so much because it gives me more reason to hate him. Japanese voice. So I don't mind it that much, but every other voice just sounds wrong to me.
I couldn't do Bleach either. Like the beginning of Bleach, it wasn't bad, but when they got to
Soul Society?
Yeah, Uehara? Is that the guy? That's the scientist that left, right?
I don't remember the names, man. That's a long time ago.
The guy with the green hat. You know,
Ooh, okay. The shop owner.
Yeah, the shop owner. Uehara. I think his name is Uehara.
I think Brian got it right. It's Kisuke Uehara, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
He, in Japanese, I really like the Japanese cast for Bleach. The English cast, I don't know what they did, but it would be like taking a 5-year-old with some high-pitched voice and giving it to a fucking sumo wrestler that's, 4,000 pounds, and him just going, "Hey guys, how's it going?" It's like, what the fuck was that?
It's for comedic effect, dude. I'd be laughing if that happened.
No, it was awful. It wasn't like, it didn't fit the character, it didn't fit the sound and everything, especially if you've seen it in Japanese. Like, it just doesn't, I couldn't stand it.
Okay. Alright, well, to wrap up my consumption, yesterday I streamed Battlefield 5. The new Battle Royale mode came out for it, the Firestorm, and got my hands on it. And I like it, mostly because I like Battlefield 5, the way the Battlefield 5 feels. So, the things that are different, I guess, between this one and the other ones, they have mini objectives and or, like, safes you can crack to get, like, loot in it. And I think also now the ring is already starting by the time you're flying, you're dropping. So like since it's only like 64 players, the whole map isn't available. The fire is already in a circle and you have to land somewhere in there. It seems like a little faster, maybe because there's less people, and I think the Firestorm shrinks fat in less time, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't done a comparison. But I guess this is more like a Battlefield 5 multiplayer review because the guns feel fantastic. It's very responsive. The game looks beautiful. The sound in that game is just fantastic.
Watching it, not even playing it, it feels just like I'm watching a movie, like visually and the sound design wise.
Yeah, like I got if you. Did you clip me getting scared at any of those barrage bombs?
I only clipped your bars.
Oh, okay. There were moments when I'm defending an objective, right? And someone called in a fucking airstrike or something, and the sound is like a piercing, and it hits the ground and explodes next to you. The bass in the headphones, I'm like, oh my! I thought my house was getting bombed. That's how authentic it sounds. It's heavy sounding, even walking and stepping in any puddle of water or something, especially in Firestorm. You can pinpoint exactly where the people are coming from in a very. Go ahead.
How do you like it compared to Apex?
Oh man.
I mean, I know that they're sort of two different games, but they're not really, because of the different types of play styles.
I like them I like them both. I like the Firestorm more because the presentation is better than Apex. I think mostly because the fire. Because I have a thing for World War II shooters, so I appreciate those more a little bit than the current.
I've always really liked the Battlefield series.
So when you're waiting for the match to start, you're in a hangar, where there's a busted plane and people are just shooting each other because they're waiting. And when there's 10 seconds left, the lights go off and a red, when the a red siren goes off and it starts
a warning light.
A warning light goes off and you see the front gate of the hangar opening, and then it'll fade into you in the plane, and then when you jump off it. You see your character jump off, and then it zooms into first person view, and just falling down. You can hear like whizzing down, and you see like the wind and like snow. If there's snow, they're passing by you. It's just small things like that. The presentation's there. It doesn't have the same oomph as the regular Battlefield multiplayer map or match because there's no respawn. So like you'll have like a conflict happening. All I did was play solos, by the way. I didn't play the squad, so I can't speak on the squad stuff. But the solo stuff is like once you shoot somebody, it's not like a huge fight. It's just let me pick this guy off, and while he's picking that guy off, I'll shoot him or whatever.
Well, it's a battle royale, right? It's not like a multiplayer. Or do they have both?
They have both. Firestorm is just the mode they added. So if you own the game, you have access to it. It's not like a paid thing.
Gotcha.
But all in all, the Firestorm thing is just another battle royale. Apex does. What I do like that Apex does better is, I mean, there's differences in classes, whereas in Firestorm they disable there's usually a difference in classes. Like you can play as assault, sniper, the supply guy, and then the medic. Well, they disable their features, which would be like the supply guy would be able to throw ammo at his teammates. The health person would be able to heal his teammates. Obviously, assault has like the grenades and stuff that he would attach to his weapon, and sniper obviously he can spot people and do other stuff too. But
wait, is this game only?
It's actually 50% off right now if you want to get into it.
I was like, wait, why the fuck is it only $30?
It's to promote Firestorm being out. I'm assuming they dropped it half price. That's why I got it, because I'm like, oh shit, I can get Battlefield 5 for $30, and I went in on it.
Yeah, I might have to grab this.
I mean, even if you don't like the battle royale, the multiplayer's it's still fantastic.
I loved Battlefield 1. Sorry, go ahead.
The thing I can always give to EA, because everybody's just constantly shitting on them, is the team they have for Battlefront, like the remakes and the Battlefield games. When it comes to immersion via like art design and sound design and all that, they always hit it out of the park.
I can agree with that, because the Battlefield, it was a Battlefront 1 we had? Yeah, it was the first Battlefront. And man, you feel like you're in a Star Wars match. Like hearing like all the lasers pass by, like the shots. Scores. Yeah. It's visual and audio fidelity in there is fantastic. And it's the same with Battlefield, man. Like World War II, this thing, the guns look good. Bless you.
Sorry. Bless you.
Like the textures are fantastic. When it gets all muddied up, it looks real. It's gritty. And then there's fantastic vistas. Like you can see, if you look out, just when you do multiplayer, look out and you can see fantastic. Like everything's rendered beautifully.
Even like design choices, like when I saw Anthony land and immediately stab a guy down, I was fearful for his life because of how aggressive they stab.
Yeah, it's quick stuff.
Everything. It's a shame that greedy businesses makes their games fail, because the team puts a lot of work into their games.
And this thing is fantastic. I think in Firestorm was when I stabbed the dude to death, right?
Mm-hmm. You landed and immediately took him to Oakland.
Yeah, I followed a guy like he was landing, and I landed behind him. And before he could find a weapon, I started chasing him and knifing him. And then he turned around and tried to knife me. And if you have low enough health, it looks like, and if my knife kills you, an animation happens instead of just a regular and he falls over. He like grabs him and stabs him if you get that last knife kill. And it's small details like that. Like that's what Battlefield, like playing it, the Battlefield 5 has a bunch of those all over the place. And they applied it to the Firestorm, I think. The presentation's great. It feels great to shoot the shoot to death. Oh no, the time to death or time to kill is pretty short in comparison to like Apex. Because Apex I can like unload a fucking clip into somebody and I have to reload and they're still shooting me down. In Battlefield, like even if you had like max armor, I was able to gun down a person if I had full magazine. I actually lost the entire thing when it was just me against one other guy because I had half a mag. I was like, oh shit, am I going to win a match the first day it's out? No, I'm too trash for that.
Do you have Origin Premiere?
I do not. No, I didn't subscribe to it. But I mean, if you do, I think you... There you go, man. Sponsored EA. Get it.
I was just wondering because, like, I mean, it looks like they have 2 editions. You can get one for 26 and one for 35.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you... it looks like the 35 one's only for Premiere.
I think so. I just grabbed the Battlefield 5. It was like 30... I hate Alexa so fucking much. Alright, so, I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but
Did you hear about this was a while ago, like when Smash first came out, but these guys were streaming and they were playing Smash Brothers on using like through the Google stuff, where they had their Switch or something hooked up to the whatever the Google Assistant is, and somebody donated, and it says, "Hey Google, shut off the Switch." And in the middle of them playing, it shut off the Switch because the donation read it.
Oh my god! Why would they have that as an option?
I don't know, but it was hilarious. The look on their faces.
That's bad planning right there. Okay, so let me finish the Battlefield 5 real quick. I haven't played the co-op. There's a co-op mode that you can do, 1 to 4 players that I haven't done yet, and the single player war stories that I have not done yet. So I'll get back to you guys on that. But the multiplayer and Firestorm, I fucking love. They're fun. So, and I think that's it for my consumption, guys. Who wants to go up next? Brian's going next.
I didn't have too much to add, and the last thing I can do, I can talk with Kelsey, so I'll wait till that.
Okay.
What are you talking with me about?
We both played Sekiro here,
Oh.
so I can do that when it's your turn, I guess. I mean, I listened to the Nav album we already talked about. I listened to a single by Tame Impala that I think came out today or yesterday. Was it Tuesday? I think came out today.
Oh, okay.
Called Patience. It's the kind of song that I think everyone in here would like.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like lo-fi psychedelic funk.
Oh, okay. You hit me with a lot of words I like, Brian.
So I think, and that's the vibe. The entire song. It's 4 minutes long, and I enjoyed every second of it.
Is there vocals or?
Yeah.
Okay. How is they singing? Is it like soft spoken or
singing?
Okay. I'll take a look at it.
I enjoyed the song. I don't see anyone in here that would
disagree otherwise.
Even if you don't love the song, I don't think anyone here would hate the song.
Okay. Okay, I think that's a valid rating, I guess.
Yeah, I recommend that. Then I heard Khalid, My Bad. I think that came out last week. It's just him with his guitar vibes. One of those R&B Khalid songs. I liked it, but it's kind of his niche. So,
it's Khalid giving us some Khalid tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
if you don't like Khalid, you probably won't like this song. It's not going to change your mind on him.
Right. I'll give a listen to You got me interested with the Tame Impala. Is Tame Impala? It's not Tame or something?
No, it's Tame.
Okay. Just in case, I don't know. Cool. All right, then if you guys are done with that, let's get Randall's opinion real quick on Ralph Breaks the Internet. Let him
to see that.
Yeah, same here. I haven't had... Same here, dude. So you better tell me some good things there, Randall.
It was good. Gal Gadot's in it. She plays a racer character. She actually plays her character that's in Fast and Furious, but it's in Ralph.
What do you mean she plays her character? Like it's
because you know how like in Fast and Furious she's like a female racer.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good.
Okay.
So she plays the same character, but it's inside of a video game.
So she's like
an online video game.
So she's like a really good online video game racer.
No, she's not an actual person. She's a character in the game.
Oh, okay. Like Ralph is a.
Yeah.
Okay.
But her game is online. It's not like in the arcade.
Oh, okay. So what's the synopsis? What's Ralph doing on the internet?
He's breaking it. It's in the title. What the fuck's wrong with you?
So basically, what happens is that,
you got me.
Man, I forgot her name.
Olivia Munn.
No, the little girl.
The Glitch.
Glitch,
Yeah,
I think
Glitch
it was.
girl.
I forgot her name too.
Tim.
Just say Sarah Silverman. That's her character.
Call her Timantha.
Oh my god.
I can't remember her name.
Glitch.
Anyway.
We know it. We know. I mean, for people
we just call her Glitch for right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, we know you have a name, but
so basically, what happens is she gets tired of being her character in her game, even though she says she still loves it. And she was complaining about the tracks being predictable, racing the same tracks all the time, or whatever. So Ralph takes it upon himself to try to help her out. So while she's in the race, like a human comes into the arcade, puts the quarter in there, and starts playing the game. And during the race, Ralph decides to like plot a different course off the track. And he like puts these signs as she's driving, like if you want to take a new path, make a right or whatever, and she's like really close to the finish line or whatever. But because she's like craving to do something new, she decides to go off road. So she's loving it.
Is the human that's playing as her?
Yes. So when
weird.
she does it, the girl initially her reaction is like, what's going on? I must have unlocked the new level, so she's going with it now. So she's like driving or whatever, but then it's like, I guess it looks like she's crashing or whatever the case is. So the human is trying to steer left, but she's trying to steer right.
Okay.
Glitch is trying to steer right or whatever. Ultimately, it ends up with her crashing and all that stuff like that or whatever. And then
spoilers, bro. She crashed? Like, I don't even need to watch the movie.
It's like the first probably 10 minutes at this point.
So the human who's playing the game, because she kept trying to turn the opposite direction, she ends up breaking the steering wheel.
Oh, okay.
So because the game is so old, the original company that made the game is no longer in business. So the only way they could get another steering wheel is to go on eBay. And I think they were selling the controller for, I keep wanting to say controller. They want to sell a steering wheel for like $200.
Oh, okay.
But the guy who owns the arcade is like, this is too much money for me. Like, this game doesn't even make that much in a year.
Okay. So it's like not financially sound or smart to invest in that.
If her game doesn't run, then all the characters in the game have nowhere to go. Technically, they don't have anywhere to go.
Okay.
So that's what the whole movie is about. It's about them trying to get the steering wheel so that they can preserve the life of the game. And
they're gonna get it through the internet?
So they go to the internet.
I mean, you don't have to tell. I just wanted a yes or no.
Through a router.
Okay.
They showed all of that, which was really cool, by the way.
Oh, they did a good job.
Everything was really good.
Okay.
Really good. Like as far as like how they did the graphics and how they show
like visualize data and
the
stuff.
The visualization of pop-ups and ad blocks and stuff like that. Like it was funny because it would be like avatars to represent the humans that are online. So they're like walking through stuff and it's just like characters popping up with pop-ups or whatever. So an ad block like just pops up and punches the dude in the face. He's just like, I'm tired of these ad blocks. But it was real funny with him. But that's basically it. Like they're on the internet, they're trying to get the steering wheel, and then they meet people like Gal Gadot's character because they end up trying to make money playing video games by winning stuff or whatever. So.
There's a question in the chat by Brian asking if you can give him a dongle count.
It's in the millions.
Wow, 1,000,000 dongles, guys. You heard it here first.
That's crazy.
Awesome. I'm about to watch it then. Ralph breaks the internet. Go for it.
The question that matters.
Oh, here we go.
In the first one, there's a painting of Sagat in it. Is Sagat in this movie?
No.
Oh,
Trash.
shit.
That's it.
Brian's not watching it.
Dude. Refund.
At least I didn't see him. I didn't see him in the background or anything like that.
So they still have like cameos.
But Sonic is talking now in it.
Well, Sonic talks.
I don't remember him talking in the first movie.
Oh, in the first movie. But no, he has a voice. Like Sonic has.
I mean, I know the character Sonic talks, but I'm talking about in the movie. In the first movie, he didn't talk, but he was there. And he has like a bigger. He doesn't have a bigger role, as in like he has anything to do with the plot. He just talks more now.
He has more lines and stuff. I wonder if they have the same voice actor from the games.
It didn't sound like it.
It's Geef in this one now.
Oh,
he has more lines too.
Oh snap! It's redeemed. Brian's watching it.
I'll give it a peek.
It's funny because they actually is her name Dot?
That could be. You know what we can do with the internet right here?
Right next to IMDb.
Oh, right here.
It's probably. I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Vanellope.
Wow, I was way off.
That man says Dot.
Vanellope?
Yeah.
Vanellope.
So
what the hell would you get a Dot?
I think Vanellope was talking to Ralph and they was making jokes about Zangief. Like, how is it that he's hairy on his chest and he has hair coming out of his boots or his shins, but everything else is baby smooth. I forget what the joke was, but they was like making.
So we're just clowning on Zangief?
They was clowning on Zangief.
Oh, Brian's not gonna like that, dude.
But he wasn't aware of it. He was like over there talking to somebody. And
okay.
Because if he heard it, that would have been a green hand into SPD. That's what would have happened.
Oh shit.
Do we need to load it up?
Because the day you load it up is the day you shake my hand as you're booting it, because you're that free.
Oh my god. It's very threatening of you, Brian. So, Randall, tell me about Triple Threat.
That movie was garbage, man.
How bad was it?
I don't know how to. My bad. I don't know how to explain how bad it was. It was just very disappointing because it had Michael Jai White in it. It had Tony Jaa. It had Scott Adkins.
Iko Y.
Ego Y, Selena Jade, Michael Jai White, you already said. Tony Jaa. Is that Tiger Hu Chen?
Yeah, that's the other dude that I was telling you about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen him in another movie, but he's not. I'm not very familiar with him. But I'm familiar with the other guy.
Uh-huh. So it's just filled with renowned fighters.
But they, like I was explaining to you before, like they weren't doing anything special, and it was almost like their skill was dumbed down, man. Which doesn't make any sense because usually you would dumb down a fight if you have somebody who's a professional martial artist versus somebody who isn't a martial artist.
Jet Li.
Then you have.
Jet Li's not a professional martial artist?
Yeah.
I thought he was. Sorry, I'm listening to the trailer. I thought he was asking who somebody is that's a professional martial artist.
Oh, okay.
That would dumb their skill down for fighting somebody.
Oh, okay.
My connection was that he has to dumb his skill down for who he's fighting because he doesn't want to actually,
Yeah, destroy their mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like all these guys are professional martial artists. Like they're all really good, and they do it for real. It's not just acting.
Right.
So it was weird how they dumbed down the fights. I mean, there were some guys who were part of the plot that was fighting that they didn't look like they were martial artists.
Uh-huh.
But for the most part, it was just pretty much martial artists fighting martial artists. But it was, I don't know, it was just basically the movie was about these mercenaries who were hired to kill this girl.
Okay.
And that's it.
And then just defend the girl, I guess?
And two guys, Tony Jaa being one of the guys,
mm-hmm.
is helping the girl. Oh, and the dude from the raid,
yeah,
he was playing like some sort of double agent thing that was just, it was really weird.
Like, was it like you could see it a mile away that he was doing double agent stuff? Was it supposed to be a plot twist, or?
I don't know if it was supposed to be a plot twist. If it was, they did a poor job at it.
Oh, no.
So you didn't like the movie at all?
Nah.
So this is a hard pass?
I would not watch that movie again.
You would not recommend it to anybody either?
I wouldn't recommend
I mean, the trailer looks halfway decent, but it's really kind of confusing in what the fuck is going on in it.
That's all the movie is literally about them trying to kill this girl, and the other two dudes are trying to protect her. And one third guy, which is the guy from the raid, he's like playing both sides. So it's, but ultimately, it's like this. Say for example, let's say that you killed Bryant's wife or whatever.
Oh, okay.
All right.
There's a lot of assumptions there.
So let's say you killed Bryant's wife, and then. No, not Kelsey. I'm talking about your brother. Bro.
I know. That's why it's funny. That's because.
All right, so let's say you did that, right?
Yeah.
And then, I was there and Kelsey was there.
Okay.
Wow.
And we run it, but we don't have anything to do with it. We just happen to be there, right?
So you just watched me do it?
So because he knows that we were there, he blames us too. But then we explained to him that we had nothing to do with it. We were just there, blah, blah, blah. This is what really happened, and so on and so forth, right? So Kelsey and I tell Brian, look, we're going to get revenge on them too because they did blah, blah, blah to us too. Okay. Let's work together.
Okay.
Butt stuff.
But Brian says, okay, but ends up drugging me and Kelsey and then leaves.
Okay, what the hell?
Then he calls the police on Kelsey and I, telling them where we're at and that we were doing illegal stuff, involved in illegal stuff. So when we wake up, the police is now storming our house.
Uh-huh.
Right? So we're in jail, and the dudes that let's say you had a bunch of dudes that was with you that did all that killing.
Okay.
Oh, he's always with a bunch of dudes.
Y'all find out that Kelsey and I are still alive.
Okay.
So you send guys to the police station to finish us off. Bryant's whole point was for that to happen. He called the police so that we would go to prison or we would go to jail so that those dudes could show up so that he can have a chance to kill you. But get this.
What?
That's not even the weird part. The weird part is Bryant runs into you in the midst of all this confusion on the street, and he says, "I help you track down Kelsey and Randall." Even though his main objective is to kill you the entire movie, he is standing next to you the entire movie and doesn't try to kill you.
What the fuck?
Until the end of the movie. Then that's when he tries to kill you. Well, there was so many times that Brian and you were alone on the street.
And he did
nothing.
That's a waste of time, dude.
It's because I didn't get a prenup, so I wanted you to shoot her instead.
Oh, got it. Oh my god, that sounds like trash, Randall.
That sounds like game of the year to me. I don't know.
Game of the year? How fast you can just skip through the movie? Like as a speed run? Fuck, dude. That sounds terrible. Alright. So, hard pass on Triple Threat. Got it. But Ralph Breaks the Internet. Must watch. Okay, what else? Who watched Love, Death, and Robots?
Me.
Okay, cool. It doesn't say it on here unless I did something.
Should we, label these now? Is that what you want?
I guess. Maybe we can do that. I'm going to talk about it later. But, I mean, I can always hit see new changes. I didn't hit see new changes, that's all. On the doc. And I can see who added what. I just now noticed that it was on there for some reason. Talk about it. I know it's an anthology about some weird stuff. You smiled at me, so that's it's really weird stuff.
That means it's like a robo-anal scene or something like
that.
Adam just said, Love, Death, and Robots is being praised as hard as Altered Carbon, which you need to get your fucking life together and watch. I think he's talking to me about it because I haven't seen Altered Carbon.
Oh, Altered Carbon's not that good. Visually, beautiful. The story is just good enough to get you through it. But you're there for, the visuals. You're there for the setting.
But
that being said, when the second season comes out, I'm going to watch it immediately, but...
So mine's just full of shit.
No, because it's like a Blade Runner kind of theme, and I like futuristic stuff. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
You need to watch your mouth.
You need to watch a better show. Fucking talk to me like that.
Oh, shit. You think they go through the internet and punch you?
I love how you couldn't hold the straight face to whatever. We're lost for words.
So Love, Death, and Robots.
That trailer was weird. I don't even know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, that trailer was definitely fucking weird.
Isn't it supposed to be like every episode's its own thing?
Yeah,
it's not like us.
Yeah, it's an anthology show, like an episodic anthology, like not Enter the Matrix. Yeah, Enter the Matrix. No.
Yeah.
No, the Animatrix.
Yeah. All right.
Go
for it.
Randall,
sell it to me.
Where do you start? What kind of collection of visual ecstasy did you watch? If you don't want to,
okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this.
It says you're 8 episodes in. How many do you have left?
I'm actually further than that. I think I'm probably like 10 or 11.
Wait, how many episodes?
10 or 12.
How many?
It's 18 in total.
18 in total. Okay.
What's the episode length?
Keep in mind, like some episodes are 20 minutes long, while some are 17, while some are just 11.
Ah, okay.
It's like the Animatrix.
Yeah.
Now I know I'm gonna get some looks when I say this, but
just watch. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just go.
This is again. I just want you to keep in the forefront of your mind, like right here.
And I know where my mind is. Thank you.
I like how you patted that.
I want you to keep in mind that this is just my opinion. Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Brace yourself.
If someone said you're gonna be locked in a room for a year, and you could only choose one TV series. And I had to choose between Stranger Things and Love, Death, and Robots. I would have to sit there and think about that.
Oh, wow. So you really like it.
I thought you hated Stranger Things.
As you can see, I don't even know where to begin, man. Like, first of all, let me put it this way. Once you watch it, your immediate reaction to me when you see me, if I'm not sitting there watching it with you, your first reaction is going to be like, I can't believe you watched this.
Oh, okay.
They show...
That's the love part of the show, right?
They show everything.
Well,
it's like anime meets... Well, I can't really say that because in some anime they do show stuff. But it's anime meets Game of Thrones, man.
Okay.
First of all,
So if HBO made an anime, it'd be that?
I don't really know. I'm not really familiar with HBO. I just know about Game of Thrones. But what I'm saying is that, first of all, nobody's safe.
That's okay. You got me. That's good.
And then second of all, at any moment, something can come slinging in front of the screen.
Okay, so a penis. We got penises, people.
The graphics.
Oh, you can see the veins on them?
It's some of the best stuff I've ever seen in my life.
Like stylistic? Is it like
each episode is different.
Yeah, it's a different
There's one that looks like TF2.
Okay, Randall. Everybody hold the phone.
What about level 3? How good are the graphics there?
They didn't need to tighten it up on level 3?
He's laughing because there's probably level 3 in there somewhere.
All I'm going to say is just watch it, man.
All right.
Each episode has its own style. Some stuff is 2D that looks like it's Dragon Ball. Some stuff, like I said, there is an episode that looks like it's TF2 style. Mm-hmm. There's one that's just straight hardcore. There was one that was CG. That in the first
hardcore what? Hardcore what?
I don't know what you would call it.
Okay.
It's like
So it's not porn.
No.
Man. It's this episode called The Witness.
Okay.
The wetness?
The
Witness.
Oh,
Jesus, Brian.
Damn, baby, that's cold.
It's probably Mara.
And what I can say is, the graphics looks super real. But it's weird. It's trippy because it's like you're looking at this in the motion and the flow of the garments. Everything looks super real. But the way it's textured, it's like anime meets realism right in the middle perfectly.
Oh, okay.
It's just really weird, man. And it's trippy and it's like a mind thing because some of the stuff that they show, man, it's like I'm not going to be able to get this out of my head ever again. Like this is permanently ingrained in my brain now.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that you want that there, because there are some disturbing things, man. Like,
okay, so I guess my one question is every episode its own storyline, or is it?
Yes, it's like Black Mirror. If I'm quoting the right show, right?
Yeah, yep, you are. Okay, that's what I was going to ask. If
nothing is related to anything that's been shown.
So it's like a bunch of short stories,
There's a bunch of short stories, and every story that you look at, you're like,
what the
heck is going to happen now?
Okay, good.
And it's like every episode, let me see. I would say every episode that I've watched so far is like, it goes from all right to really, really bad. There's a couple episodes that end where it's like, there's no happy ending. There's just like, I guess they done.
So sorrow.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. Okay, you sold me on this. I was not expecting that, to be honest. I thought you were gonna be like, no,
I'll kid you not, man. And I'm not even talking about aesthetically, because aesthetically it is leaps and bounds above a lot of stuff that I've ever seen on film. Like, it looks really, 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 really good. Like I was getting ready to say, is this one episode that within the first maybe 5 to 8 seconds, I was like, is this real or is this CG? And then I saw like the face or whatever. I was like, okay, I can see that it's CG. But like the first 5 seconds, it looks super real. That's how good it is.
Okay. That's some good CG then. That's so it. Okay, but it's not the face you said, so it's not reaching like.
No, the faces are really good.
Okay,
it's just that if you stare at something long enough, you can tell.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, this isn't real. But the lighting, even the stuff that wasn't as super high detailed, like some of the stuff that's more simple. Like there was one that's Castlevania style. That was really good. And even if it's like I'm just gonna say every episode, like the writing, everything is really good.
Okay.
In my opinion, again, like I said, I started out saying it. In my opinion, I think the writing is good.
Okay.
Because every story had me like
engaged. And...
Yeah, I was fully engaged.
Okay.
And no time was out. There's only one episode where it was like this. But every other episode, I was like
hitting it out of the park.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you sold me.
Where do you watch this? Is it on Netflix?
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
All right.
It's one of their originals that came out.
I haven't watched Netflix and I don't even know how long.
But you sold me on it, dude.
I remember, I think it was Randall that put the trailer in Discord.
Yeah, he did.
And, I mean, it said robots, so I mean...
Sobrano was in.
Yeah, I'm willing.
Alright, yeah, I'll have to check this out, too.
I'll watch it after I finish this season of JoJo, I guess.
Okay. And Barry.
The first...
No, I'll watch this first.
The first episode... What is it called?
Love? Or Death? Or Robots?
I can't remember.
Hate Life and Humans.
Nice.
Nah, it's...
Alright.
They have... So they
Randall,
I'm just... Yeah.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
Yo,
you sold me on it, so...
There's no... You know how, like, Hollywood or Disney has limitations? Even like...
What do you mean limitations? Like
even like a rated R movie like Deadpool, it still has limitations. There are bounds.
Oh, right.
There's like that invisible wall that they don't go past.
Okay.
There is...
No wall.
No wall.
Okay. So there's full creative, like...
There is full creative freedom.
Okay, that's good.
Like, they was just like, if you want to put it in there,
you
got the green light. Put it in there.
Okay.
To the Zano, then, according to that specific phrase.
Put it this way. If it was, I would not be surprised.
Okay.
But I haven't seen anything like that, thankfully. But
okay, then the hype meter is really high right now, dude. For me, I'm not gonna speak for you guys, but I can't wait to watch it now.
It says robots in it, so.
Okay, and Kelsey looked like he's just looking at his taxes.
Kelsey's like, how do I neglect this show as well? How do I get away with putting Trina, Bad Bitch, as the album of 2019 as well?
I'm gonna work that in there.
What's up, Dayton?
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remember my Netflix password because I haven't logged in so long.
It's probably just who am I kidding?
At yeahright.com.
I really liked the animatrix style, TV where it's like you don't really know what's going on, but it still has kind of a focus. And so, I mean, this sounds like it's just a really cool show. So I'm probably gonna check it out.
Yep, but you sold it to me in a great way there, Randall. All right, guys,
the fact that Randall's folks sold it. So.
Oh, gotcha.
It's funny that we talked about My Hero Academia and the guy with an All Might shirt said nothing.
Because I haven't seen season 3 yet, so I had nothing to contribute.
Maybe you should get on that shit.
You like it? For me, not to go back again. My hero is the forest, the camp one when their lives were in danger. That's when I'm like, oh shit, let's go. Shit's on the line now. But
on the line.
And Mario. Once you see Mario, dude.
Mario.
Yeah. His first name's Mario. I just don't remember his last name. All right, guys. The main event: Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. Is it worth dying twice?
I played a lot less than Kelsey.
Okay.
And I'm on record multiple times, just constantly shitting on From Software for everything they've done.
Yeah, we're well aware.
To the exception of Bloodborne.
And now this.
Design-wise, I'm surprised at how much I was okay with this game.
You're okay with it, so you don't like it.
No, it's fun to me.
Okay.
From where I am right now, it's fun. There's still things I can complain about that are similar from the other games. If I wanted to keep beating that horse, but I'm glad that I gave it a chance.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on, we'll get to you in a sec. So, Kelsey, you're one for difficult games. To prove that you have the balls of the Titans above.
I've already put it on hard mode.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly why I'm asking you this.
So
what is the learning curve here? Like for myself, because I'm trash. So
All right, so in the very beginning, you walked. There's nothing that really guides you to certain places. Like, they tell you stuff, but it doesn't really make sense. Or, like half the time it's like, here's a bell. You can use this. Where? What do I do with this? What the fuck is this for? Okay, I found out I was playing it on God mode since the beginning. Okay, so apparently there's like this in the very beginning. You get this bell from this woman, and you what you're supposed to do is go back and pray at some altar, and you like unlock a memory. You go back into the past. You do all this stuff, and you get some nice items that help you fight shit that's upcoming 5 feet from where you just got the bell. Okay. I didn't know this. So I just like, I got a bell. I don't know what the fuck this is for. Let's keep going. You fight this ogre thing that is like, he's fucking huge, and he Batista bombs you with like every other attack.
There's grapplers?
Okay. So I did what Kelsey was talking about, the dream thing, and I got to like a mini boss that is just zoning me with a fucking projectile or like a spear. So I'm like, let me just go to the regular store, because clearly I'm not ready for this. I'm fighting some swordsmen, but I hear somebody yelling. Look, why is someone yelling? And I look up the stairs and I see a big man just chained to something. It's like, oh, I guess that's probably for lore. Let me go up to it. Oh, there's a health bar, but he's shackled. Let me swing at it. Breaks the whole thing. I'm fighting against Hugo, and I'm basically like Kid Buu.
Okay, and the thing is that they still have some of the most broken mechanics in the game that they've had for like literally everything. Like if you're, they have a dodge mechanic, okay, and it has iframes. It's a lot shorter than what it is in like Dark Souls. Like Dark Souls, it's a lot easier to figure out like when to dodge in order to like actually dodge something during an attack. This, they have like a dodge mechanic where it's like, oh, they're going to try and grab you. You should jump out, or you should sidestep so that they don't grab you. Well, now let's stop right there and talk about this fucker that Batista bombs you, okay?
Okay.
He like charges at you like this, and I mean, he's like a massive dude. Like, it's like me standing over my dog, okay? and he like charges at you like this to grab you, and so you dodge out of the side. So like you dodge over this way, or you dodge over that way. Well, he's like, I grabbed you.
No.
Okay?
So it like auto corrects. It doesn't like it doesn't commit to an area. I hate that.
For me, he has two grabs. He has one where he leaps at you. That one auto corrects. But I found out if you jump instead of like the game tells you there's 3 things. When you see a raging demon logo above you, it tells you have 3 ways to handle this, because you don't know what move they're gonna do yet. If it's a thrust, you can deflect it. If it's a grab, you gotta dodge out of there. If it's a sweep, you gotta jump.
Oh.
I'm dodging, and he's like, and he snaps onto me. So you apparently have to jump the fuck out of there. You have to pretend that, what's his name from
Abigail?
Street Fighter 5. You had to pretend Abigail's in front of you, and you're in the corner, and you gotta get the fuck out of there.
Oh my goodness.
So this thing probably I probably fought this motherfucker more times than I fought anything else in the game so far. Like, it took me longer to get past this dude, and you have to kill him in order to continue the story. Like, it's the first like mini boss that you fight that you can't go anywhere else until you until you beat him.
Okay, wait. So let me stop you there. So it's not like so it's not an open world. Is it linear or?
I don't know.
No, like there's no real direction. Like, at least in Dark Souls, you kind of have like, oh, I can only really go this way. In this game, it's you like start walking forward, and then there's 45 different ways that you can go in the one area. Like, and sometimes they lead to dead ends. Sometimes they like lead around to other places that you've already been. Sometimes it's like, oh, this is the only way I can go. But there's no real direction. Other than when you've exhausted all side and hidden areas, you keep moving forward back where you think that you were.
Okay.
I didn't get far enough, so where I got was the last thing I did was beat that ogre when I played. So where I was, it's either go linear to the mission to the memory or go linear to the ogre. I'm assuming after that everything opens up, but that's all I saw.
And like there is a linear path, but you don't really know what it is because you're so busy like looking around on the sides trying to figure out where the hidden stuff is, if there's other ways that you can go. They open up a lot of things because there's a lot of ways to go around the same linear path.
Okay.
Because you have a prosthetic arm where you have a grappling hook, basically.
Okay.
And a lot of this game is based on breaking the enemy's posture, and that's by deflecting their attacks. The other part of it is just assassinating them and just ending the fight with them very quickly. And so there's a lot of like trees or things that you can grapple onto or places that you could just kind of climb up on the side to get around like a whole bunch of enemies that are just sitting. You'll walk into an area, there's 43 enemies, but if you had just like at the very bottom, instead of going up the stairs and fighting them all at once, you could have gone to the left and grappled up onto a couple of trees and gotten all the way around and literally worked your way back down and assassinated everybody.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on.
Back to this ogre.
Let me stop you real quick. Javi says that they can have full health, but if you break their posture, you can one-shot them?
Yeah, so I guess to relate to Randall as well, you know how Alpha 2 and 3 had guard breaks?
Mm-hmm.
So this game, you can't be passive in this game. You're trying to swing at them to break their guard or bait an attack, so you deflect, and you're building their guard, their posture. Once that's full, it's kind of like you break their guard. And then from there, you can either assassinate them, or if they're bigger enemies, you have to do it multiple times.
Okay,
they can take more death blows.
That's what was my next question. Can you? I was gonna ask if you can just like one shot a boss then.
No, they have certain. So regular enemies, you can if you manage to break their guard or their posture.
But the heavier they are, I guess they have more health.
There's mini bosses. You'll see like circles above their health bar, and that's how many times you'd have to empty the health bar or like break their guard and take a whole circle.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm following now.
So a lot of the like mini bosses, they'll like. Actually, I think all the bosses so far have had at least 2 health bars. I don't know of anybody that have had more, but you can assassinate. You can get up behind like the boss or a mini boss and assassinate them immediately, and take away one of their health bars, so that you only have to actually fight them for 1 health bar, but you still have to fight them for that 1 health bar.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or if it's like a boss where you walk into a boss fight. You have to just kind of fight them through both their health bars.
Okay. Then Javi also adds on that you can stealth kill, like death from above an enemy, and it'll take one of their bars.
Yeah, like you can sneak in and like backstab one of them, and you start the fight with them like basically at half health or 1 bar down.
Okay. How are you able to fight somebody who you just stabbed in the back?
Well,
a lot of the characters that have like multiple health bars are like 3 times your size.
So it's just like if you were stabbing the Hulk or something, he'd be like, "Ow!" but then he can just still punch your mother out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got it. Okay.
The ogre, if you trigger the ogre to get up and actually come at you, you can run away and then hide and go into like a stealth mode. And then they kind of look around and don't really know where you are, and then you can assassinate him for 1 of his bars, so that you only have to fight him for 1. But fuck that dude! Like he was the hardest creature in the goddamn game so far.
Wait. So you were saying it's like Metal Gear where you can get their attention and then run away, and then they'll go back to regular AI. Like their AI will just be like, "Oh fuck, I guess he left," and just start doing their patrolling thing again.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
This game, they need to fix it in a certain way where if you get their attention, all right, let's say I'm in Brooklyn, right? You see me, you try to fight me, I run to like Harlem or whatever. If you still can't see me, they know where you are still. I was on a bridge, and I aggroed like a guy with a shield, and I ran behind a building. He couldn't know where I was. He ran all the way from the bridge to where I last was, around the building where he couldn't see him anymore, and he knew where I was.
And
even if they can't see you, they can track you still.
They can still track you for the most part, like behind walls, through ceilings, and all sorts of stuff. You just have to stay hidden for a certain amount of time so that they go, where did you go?
But wait. Is it a thing where they're literally, like, you leave footsteps on the ground and they're tracking your footsteps? Or is it that you stayed behind a wall and they just go to investigate the last known location?
If they know you're there, basically, like, once you're in Red Alert and MGS, that's how this game treats it, where until they, like, oh, where'd he go? They know where you are at all times. So if I trigger an archer and I'm behind the wall and I'm running, he'll shoot at the wall as to where I am, even though he can't see me.
Okay, that's bullshit then. Okay. So it's not like hey, let's send somebody, like if you're playing Splinter Cell, like, it keeps track of your last known location and then they go to investigate that location.
Yeah, no, they have wall hacks as soon as they know you're a thing.
Oh, that's whack. But I guess you can...
At least for a short period of time. Like, I mean, if you stay hidden for long enough, usually they'll go into that confused mode and be like, I guess I don't actually know where he is, and go. Okay. But it's still pretty bullshit.
Oh, I guess one more question. I have a lot of questions because I wanted to play this game. So, is it like on site you're alerted, or is it like a meter? Like, oh, is that a person?
It's a meter.
Okay.
It's a meter.
Okay, cool. So it's not like, oh my god, I saw his toe. There he is.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you like run up directly in front of somebody, they're gonna be like, oh, there's somebody here, and they'll start attacking you. But if you're like at a distance, or you're behind a tree or something, and you like peek out, you stick your head out, and you clearly have line of sight of them, or they have line of sight of you, it'll start building a meter, and then...
Okay, like Assassin's Creed then. All right, cool. Cool, I think that's all my questions for the most part. I guess, how does it handle? Like, the combat's great, or...
It's a little faster paced in the Souls games, but it's not Neo. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
So it still has like remnants of stuff I didn't like about the other games. Like their buffer system, which you shouldn't be playing like this anyway in this game, but it's something that's in Dark Souls 1. Or let's say if I press a attack button and you hit me, like let's say if I accidentally double tapped or whatever, and you hit me while I'm doing the first attack, but I had already pressed it again. When I recover, it's gonna buffer that input still, and I'm gonna go for another swing.
Oh, fuck me. That's bad for me.
The buffered input in these games has always been really bad. Like, it's always been really bad. They've had 5 games to fucking fix the buffered input, and the fact that I have to log into the fucking game to exit the game.
I'm sorry, what?
So, like, you've played one of the Souls games, right?
I played, I think, 3 with Johan and John, I think it was. Was it 3 or 2?
So, you know how you load up the game, you click, you hit the button to continue, you go to you load your character or continue or whatever, and then you get into the game. And then if you want to exit the game, you have to hit start or whatever it is, go to quit game, and then it takes you back to the menu or to the main menu. Then you have to log in again in order to actually quit the game.
Oh, because it just loads up that, like, quote-unquote scene, and then the scene's like, oh, you gotta log in. That's like, terrible. Why the fuck isn't it just not a quit game? I want to quit the game. I want to exit at the desktop. I don't want to fucking be here anymore. That's an oversight. That's terrible. How satisfying is the parry? I saw in the trailer you can parry.
It's not like you can't go in thinking it's like third strike parrying.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you tap for it immediately, but when you hear ching and you see the light, you feel like you're Daigo.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Because with a lot of enemies, like the weaker ones, if you land a perfect parry, you can insta-kill them.
Oh, okay. And that does that translate over to bosses as well? Like, can you parry stuff from bosses?
You can parry stuff from there, bosses?
But you can't be like, fight start. Time. You can't do that.
Yeah. No, the, like, weaker enemies obviously have a much easier guard break, whereas stronger enemies takes a lot longer. And a lot of this game is based on either assassinating something or, breaking their guard stance so that you can assassinate them.
Yeah.
And the way that you do that is by parrying them. And so, like when you have enemies that are just like constantly attacking, it's such a great feeling to just and have it go. That's exactly how it sounds in the game.
I was going to ask you if you can do it one more time for me. That sounded like I was watching a trailer.
But you can.
Javi in the chat says some bosses have some long combos, and it's the most satisfying thing to parry every hit. Oh, so they can keep hitting you after you parry? It doesn't like...
Oh, yeah, they don't have a stamp system.
Bosses don't respect you.
Oh,
they're just
fuck.
like,
But you feel good if you time it. Like,
do you get any? Do you get a bonus for doing that?
Yeah, like
when you parry,
when fighting a boss.
Yeah, you do like good posture damage, so you fill their posture damage with perfect parries.
So
but you can also, if you're bad at those, just from swinging at them and connecting, you're kind of breaking their guard, and you don't necessarily have to break them. You can like slowly wither at their actual health by hitting them.
Oh, okay.
This game's weird. This game, like,
it's got options. I'm liking this.
It's like the Street Fighter Alpha of the Souls games, where like you got to manage your guard break, you got to be offensive, but you got to remember you got to block stuff, but you got to make sure the posture goes all the way up, but then you got to make sure you don't get killed, but then you got to make sure that it doesn't recover fast enough, but you got to make sure that you're not getting one shot.
Oh my god!
That's I think that's why I liked it so much. They took out the stamina bar, so you don't have to worry about. I sprinted half a centimeter. Damn, I'm tired. I can't block. You don't have to worry about that shit. It's just you see the enemy. You got to break their guard. You got to make sure they don't break your body, and then you just go in.
That's great. And so it means you can't block a grab. So, okay, they got fighting game mechanics because you can't block the grab, so you can't just sit there and hold block the entire time and wait for an opening.
No, if you hold block the entire time, they can break your posture just like you can break theirs.
Oh, okay.
And if they break your posture, you take a shit ton of damage.
Okay, I'm digging this. It sounds really cool. What?
Yeah, I did not expect myself to. I'm glad I gave this game a try, because if I were the kind of person that just played only one of the From Software games and just stopped there, then I wouldn't have enjoyed Bloodborne and I wouldn't have enjoyed this game.
It sounds like they're tightening up the combat then. That's really good. Nice.
So,
it's more fun. I don't know. They play differently, it feels like, but I don't know.
There's still some Dark Souls stuff in it.
For me, this feels more in line as to what I would wish they had in the other games.
Gotcha.
I really like the Dark Souls mechanics. What I don't like is the whole auto-tracking thing.
Yeah,
like the ogre.
Yeah, that sounds really bad.
Like, you can't... And I tried to explain this to somebody on stream at one point. Like, if somebody is taking some massive spear, club, whatever, and they're coming down, they're not going to be able to go, oh, and then do that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how that works, okay?
The velocity is already set, dude. Like, you're putting... the force is going in this direction. You can't just quickly switch like you're in zero grav or something.
Yeah, and that's the way that all of the Souls games work, is because that's the way that they have it work. And so, like, the ogre, especially, you can physically see it. There's one where he, like, drop kicks you. Like, he, run, jumps, and then has his both legs, like, straight out like this.
Hey, don't tell me he fucking turns in the air.
You have no idea. He literally, like, I dodged, and you just see him go, oh, like
Get
this,
the fuck out of here.
With the ogre, the only issue I had was the jumping grab, but everything else it worked for me. I guess it just felt bad for me as a person, but it didn't feel as bad because I was fighting him. So I'm gonna preface this with, when you fall off the map, if you have decent amount of health, it just takes a chunk off and they put you back where you were. But if you have low enough health, you die.
Okay.
So I'm fighting this ogre, right? I got him low health, but I have low health. I'm literally just baiting him to try to grab me, and then I'm whiff punishing. Except for this one time where I didn't know where I was, and I was against the wall. When you fight him, one side's a wall mountain, the other side is you fall off.
Okay.
And he has command grabs.
Oh.
I almost had him killed. I was on my last life because you can resurrect if you have like a meter up and resurrect where you were. He didn't do the move I thought. He just ran up and fucking Alex bombed me, and I survived.
Bomb.
Like I said, Alex bomb, and the fuck out of here with that fake wrestling shit.
Hey, those bombs are real, Brian. All right, they're orchestrated, but they're real.
And I was like, oh shit, I survived. If he doesn't kill you, he checkerboards you. Now I was facing. He powerbombed me into the mountainside, checkerboarded me off the map, and I died.
Oh my god!
I almost killed him.
You could actually recover from that if you were to. I think you're able to grapple out of that situation back onto the map, because there's a trunk and there's a tree that if you were facing the right way, you should have been able to grab it.
I was already like shadow boxing, ready to body my monitor, so I don't know.
Is there a cooldown for?
Was this the same feeling as when your game crashed when you were 8 kills in?
No, this is a different kind of dead inside. Because this time I I wasn't already on the road for greatness, and they just said I wasn't great. This one was like, oh, you got hit by something you're avoiding the entire time. Let's just wow you and make you start all over again. This is the equivalent. Okay, Anthony will understand this. Alpha 152, you ever at low health and she just starts countering everything?
Oh, fuck you. It's like they read, like, the AI reads the current state of the game, and it's like, oh, if I get hit one more time, I lose. Let's turn it up to 45 out of 4. Mm-hmm. And the second you think about hitting a fucking button, the counter's waiting for you. And her counters take like 10 or 20% of your fucking health. And you're like, oh, I can beat this person. Read your fucking input. Don't fucking lie to me, Team Ninja. There's no way that bitch knew I was gonna hit a button. She read my goddamn input.
Your first problem was it's Team Ninja. Fuck that company.
They
they don't make things hard. They make shit impossible. It's not even like a skill check. It's just, let's see how much shit we can just throw at you so that you can't actually play the game.
I'm gonna have to say that's false when it comes to Ninja Gaiden minus the mode you did. Ninja Gaiden 1 is actual difficulty, unlike From Software games, which is just gimmicks that make people think it's hard, but it's just our mechanics are so bad that's why you're dying.
Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 2, you start the game up. You go through this long-ass scene that you can't skip, and as the screen fades to black,
I remember this.
You hear, do-do-do-do-do-do, and you go, what the fuck was that? It screen fades out of black to your character, and before you can move, boom, 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 and all the kunai that you just got hit with explode. Fuck them.
I saw that happen. I fucking saw that happen.
I can vouch for Ninja Gaiden 1 because I beat it in every difficulty, but Ninja Gaiden 2, at least on the normal difficulty, it makes sense.
I remember that cutscene too. Is him entering the fucking shop, and then with the store owner, then the enemies come in, and then it fades to black. And if you aren't dodging when like spamming the dodge button, he was getting hit.
And even then, you had to like break the game's mechanics with the dodge because you're not supposed to be able to move then in order to survive.
It was weird, man.
That I can remember in the first game, there was like, oh, I guess From Software devs came from this company. The fucking spirit fish. I don't know if you guys played the first Ninja Gaiden or not. There's literally ghost fish. Then they come in swarms. If they grab you, you get to mash out of it, right?
I know what
and they're doing damage like per bite.
Yeah. And they're
if
fast.
You're mashing out of it. Yeah, and it's really fast. The problem is, it's not that there's just one on you and you have to get out of it. It's by the time you mash out of that one, he got his whole family to come at you. So you're doing this, and there's chunks of your health, and there's more coming. And you're just like, I'm just gonna restart.
There's like I remember that because it was like a corridor with like a grassy area or whatever. And the only way I could do that is if I use the Nimpo that puts the fire around your body, and you can tell how many fish was hitting you because it was like, bah, 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 bah. Like that's how many fish was dying from the fire. Now, mind you, if you didn't have that
was them hitting
that's
you.
What Brian was explaining. That's what you have to go through.
That's stupid, dude.
That's how I learned SPD motion.
What game is this?
Ninja Gaiden 1.
Oh.
That's how
I
I
didn't
learned
play that
SPDs.
one.
That's with the exception of Spirit Fish. That game is actually, you have to be good to get through it.
Oh my goodness.
Muffins HD says, I hope everyone on Team Ninja survives the fire where they are burned over 90% of their body. They're in hospital for years and years, recovering and getting skin grafts. After years of harsh physical therapy, they walk out of the hospital and get hit fatally by an ambulance. Oh my god. I have to agree, like, because, like, I don't know, they ruined Metroid.
That's the thing. You guys told me about him playing Metroid. If you saw the trailer, you knew that was going to be trash.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that, and I'm like, no.
If you put money down on that game, you have nobody to blame but whoever with their wallet and you.
Unless you walked into the GameStop like blind and you're like, oh, a new Metroid and bought it. Even the back of the box had her like looking weird, doing weird stuff. Like, I'm like,
it's the equivalent of like watching the trailer for Alien 3000 and being like, this is gonna be the next best fucking movie.
Yeah, that movie was so fucking good in such a bad way. Oh man. Well, I had another question. Oh, speaking of, so I guess to wrap up Sekiro real quick, the story, is it presented in like a way that's digestible for like people, like another person that's watching to look at it, or is it like Dark Souls where like all the stories found through like things you pick up and
both? There's
Okay.
cutscenes and then there's lore from everything you pick up and stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just because I played it right after we got back from Port St. Lucie, but a lot of the cuts, and I don't like the feudal Japan kind of
setting,
aesthetic or theme, which is why I'm assuming Randall will really like this game if he tries it.
I'm waiting for Ghost of Tsushima.
It's that mix. I mean, yeah, I don't have a PS4 anymore, so I'm gonna have to steal Anthony's. It's a mix. It's probably a mix of me being tired and not caring for the theme that a lot of the cutscenes I was dazing off to. So
yeah, the cutscene. I mean, the lore itself really just isn't that
engaging.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's like they go over it really quick about, you know, why it is that you can die twice, and then you like later find out about, you know, some of the effects and all this other stuff, and it's like, okay, that's cool, but I don't really care.
So they don't really work on the character himself. It's just, hey, look, this is okay. Oh, that's unfortunate.
At least I haven't gone far in the game, so I can't really speak to if they build him. But
I mean, there's a lot of build up to the characters. Like there's a lot of information in the cutscenes, but it just, for me, it hasn't been that engaging.
Okay.
Like there's just a lot of
fluff, or
yeah, I think there's a lot of just like random sentences and chats and things where you're just like, okay, I don't care.
I think I was talking to Javier about this. Maybe if you're willing to watch, or he told me that people make lore. Someone will probably make a lore video for this, like they've done for the other From Software games.
Mm-hmm.
If you enjoy the game enough, like just playing through it, and you think you missed anything, watch those, and maybe you'll have like more of
an understanding,
care for the story. But where I am currently, I'm not really too sold.
Okay. All right then, peeps. I think that's everybody's consumption, right? Actually, wait, before... So do you recommend full price buy or wait for a discount?
Depends on what kind of game you like.
It.
Okay.
I think...
That's what I'm asking you guys personally. Like, would you pay full price for this?
I did.
Okay. I understand that you did, but like some people like buy it and they're like, oh damn, I should have waited for a discount because it's not worth what you spent so far.
It depends on what kind of games you play regularly. I like hack and slash kind of games, and this is more like a, I guess, strategic hack and slash.
Mm-hmm.
After already playing it, and then I went back knowing what I know, I would spend money on it.
Nice. Okay.
I mean, I think it all is personal preference. I'd pay full price because I really like this style of game. There's something, you know, like Muffin says, I'd still pay full price. There's a lot of things I don't like, but I'm generally enjoying it. I'm just kind of the same way.
Okay.
Like there's some mechanics, like their jumping mechanic and their ledge grabbing, I think is absolutely awful.
Oh, you just reminded me. Oh, is there a cooldown on the hand, like to zip away?
Not really.
You can literally Spider-Man your way through stuff.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
In fact, like traversing through areas, you can just
skip everything.
Enough, yeah. You can go around certain parts and just go straight to the ogre boss or whatever.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It felt the hook. I was complaining when it started that like when you press jump, there's a wind up to it, so it's not like instant.
Okay.
But then I realized like in the mid, like while fighting, it's not a issue. And like after I did that, I didn't have a. After I got the hook, I liked the movement because I don't really have a problem grabbing stuff or jumping. Just pretending I'm Spider-Man but Asian, it just feels good. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't like their ledge grabbing system. Like it just there's only certain ledges that you can actually grab, and they have to be like they're very obvious, and they're flat edges, and that's it. You can't just like grab onto the side of a mountain that is kind of that looks sort of flat, but it actually isn't.
It's not a dynamic system. They have set places where you can.
Yeah, they have set stuff.
Like,
got it.
They have like
you can grab onto like ledges from
side of houses
and things, and then like the roof, and you can grab onto certain like very flat edged mountains, but it's like obvious. Like they color it differently. It looks like, oh, this is something I can grab onto.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's like something like a cliff or something, they'll have like a like a yellow kind of texture on the top of it, showing you can grab it. With almost every building top, I can just grab it.
Yeah.
Like any building that has like those shingles or anything like that, and I'm there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not like a Horizon where you're very, 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 very limited as to what you can climb.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it tells you what you can and can't.
Yeah. And you're supposed to use the ledge grab for a lot of things. Like, there's several places where you'll be... Hilariously, I just did one where you're, like, up on the side of a mountain, and you kind of, like, you're looking around, seeing if there's anything else, and you see this ledge that you can obviously grab onto, like, 60 or 80 feet down, probably more than that. And you're like, okay, how do I get over there? You jump, and you grab it. You just fucking haul ass off the side of the mountain and go...
And it'll zip over there?
No, you don't zip. You literally, like, fall and then grab onto the ledge with your prosthetic arm.
Oh, okay.
Kelsey took the speedrun route. That's not the regular way. Bullshit.
All right. Well, I guess we'll move on then. Now we took up all the time. We could probably skip news, guys.
Yes.
We got 2 requested topics on here. One from Zordon, which is a quick answer. Is Kimberly living his best life? Is he a jive soul bro? Kimberly is Randall on here. If you're not up to date on the running gag here, Randall, are you living your best life?
I'm trying to.
Okay, and are you a jive soul bro?
No.
Okay, that's an easy one. Brian added his own topic that I thought was a pretty interesting one. He asked all of us, create your own Suicide Squad, 6 villains in any universe.
Ooh.
I mean, it was on the dock a while ago, so I have my answers if you guys want me to start.
I have like a few of them, but I try to just like block it out of my head so that I can just think about it while you guys are answering. I don't want to cheat too much.
Okay.
You guys can go in any order. I don't care.
I have my list already. Did you have yours? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. I'll start first then. Obviously, number 1 on there, Kid Buu. That's the easiest one on there. The rest I had to think about which universe I want. So I'll go with the DC universe and add Brainiac. Because I would think he can be the tactician of the group. And
he hates Superman.
And there you go. I got bonus points for Brian. Brian will watch this movie.
I'll join your Suicide Squad.
And then I added a Xenomorph in there. Because the Xenomorph, it'll kill the person, and it can also breed, so it can make more of it. So this Suicide Squad can turn into Infinite Squad. You know what I'm saying? The T-1000 from Terminator 2, because Brainiac can program it to kill or do whatever the hell it wants, and it will not stop. It'll just keep going at you until it cannot function anymore, until it completes the objective. Added Clert, which is the name of the Super Skrull in the Marvel Comics. So it's basically a Super Skrull. If you know who Super Skrull is, his name is Clert. It's KL''RT. And last but not least, Chizume Akaguro. You should know him by Stain from My Hero Academia.
I'm surprised you put him on there.
I liked him because I liked his morals and like his twisted morals. Like he knows that there's a real way of being a hero, and that he wants to silence all the people who are using it for fame or like for their own.
He's the hero killer.
Yeah, he's a hero killer.
Gotcha.
And he's ruthless. Like he's not like, I'm gonna give you a monologue and then try to kill you. He is slicing you up, licking your blood, paralyzing you, killing you right on the spot. My Suicide Squad is just ruthless. It's just hitting square and triangle, as you can tell. Everyone just goes right at you and they're gonna fuck you up, except maybe Brainiac and Clert. But that's my Suicide Squad.
I had the biggest issue, at least with the people I had, because a lot of characters that I really enjoy were villains turned heroes. So I can't put Broly in anymore. Vegeta's, I can't put him in.
Nope.
So then I was like, the easiest way to do this is I'm going to do 2 Marvel, 2 DC, 2 from anything else.
Okay.
So DC side's obvious, Darkseid. He's a fucking god, literally.
Okay.
With a bunch of minions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Second person, I was going to say Joker for like the wild card.
Are you reading my notes? Like...
Well, no. I'm gonna go with someone kind of the same, but with more power. I'm gonna go with Sinestro.
Ooh.
Very
Dude, like,
person.
what the fuck, man? You've literally listed off all of the ones that are on mine so far.
I think he hacked you, bro.
Oh my god, dude! What can I say?
Let's hear. That's 3.
Uh-huh.
Let's hear number 4. What's my 4th one, Brian?
No, okay. Well, for mine, I'm only putting 2. Sinestro Darkseid for DC side.
Oh, okay.
Marvel side is gonna be.
They said Joker. My bad.
I said I wanted to, but I'm replacing him with Sinestro.
Oh,
Marvel
okay.
side's a little harder for me. Because there's too many good characters, and some of them are like in the middle of am I a villain or am I a hero?
Mm-hmm.
So for that, I'd probably go with Carnage.
Oh.
Because now I really need a wild card.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I don't know if Magneto is considered a villain, but we need a leader.
It depends. It depends on what arc we're talking about here, because Magneto flip flops between.
That's what I'm saying. So does Sinestro.
Mm-hmm.
So I would need leaders to get people from both worlds, which would be Sinestro with his core, Magneto from that side, and then a wild card and literally a god.
Okay.
From anything else, I'd probably say, like Javi said, Dio from JoJo.
Okay.
He's too charismatic and he's very strong.
Okay. And
my last one is probably the hardest one I can't really think of. I'm lying. Sigma from Mega Man.
Oh yeah. Okay. That one's a no-brainer. I don't know why you didn't have that early. Like I was expecting something else. I didn't.
Because it's obvious, dude. That's my list. It's just people that are just above you. Like you're just bitches, you know. You join or you die, and that's the most of them. With the exception of Carnage, you just die.
Okay. All right. You got your list, Kels? Well, I mean, Brian read off your list, I guess, at this point, but.
So, I mean, the first 2 I do have to agree. Darkseid and the Joker.
Okay.
Mostly because, the Joker is just... He's just kind of an amazing character because he doesn't care about anything. You know, like, literally anything. It's not about sending messages. It's not about, you know, hurting people. It's just, I can, and I will, and I do.
Ew, yes.
Darkseid is... you know, a literal god.
Yeah. You guys are putting some OP-ass characters in this shit.
Dr. Doom. I've always been a fan of Dr. Doom.
That's who I fucking missed. Fuck!
The only person I also missed was gonna be, the bastard from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I had him on my list today. Ramsay Bolton. I'm like, yo, he could be a fucking Suicide Squad member, and I swapped him. Fuck! Yo, the Doctor Doom. How did I forget Doctor Doom? I'm not.
Continue, Kelsey.
Go ahead. Sorry, man.
Was that 3?
Yeah, Doctor Doom's your 3rd one.
There's so many to choose from. Like there's. I actually used to have a list like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from like animes and things like that.
Yeah.
Of just like characters that are just amazing, even though they're the bad characters.
Mm-hmm.
How did I not fucking say Dormammu?
Randall's laughing at you like, y'all fucked up. Wait till you hear my team.
If he wants to go ahead and go, I got those 3. Let me think about mine a little bit more.
Oh, you don't? I thought you had. Okay, I thought you had the whole list. Go ahead, man.
My team is kind of unfair, man.
It's overpowered too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's extremely overpowered.
It says on each universe. It's fair. It's all fair game.
Yes, Tim.
It's Anti-Monitor.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look some of this up. You're gonna hit me with some Anti-Monitor?
Yeah, it's from DC.
Okay.
Galactus.
Damn it, he's going cosmic at this point.
He said that, and I missed him one again.
Oh, he also goes by Mobius.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, Anti-Monitor.
Galactus. Mm-hmm.
Thanos.
Yeah, he's going
Darkseid.
Yeah, you're picking all the fucking heavy hitters. So.
Darth Vader.
Okay.
And Sephiroth.
Oh, okay. Brian did not like that last one. And
the other DC person that I can't believe I forgot was Black Hand, the Black Lantern guy. He can just resurrect anyone.
Oh yeah, I should have put that one on next. I read the Darkest Night stuff, and that shit was nice. Okay, you got your last 3, dude.
I think so.
You're pretty confident.
Oh, yeah, that didn't sound like a.
So, number 4 would probably be Madara Uchiha.
Madara. Gee, why does that sound familiar? Oh, Naruto. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Naruto. Oh my god.
You know, because he is.
He's also a very evil person, and he's strong.
Like he just has, you know, he has a plan. He's practically a god. You know.
He's definitely he executes his shit. He doesn't like dangle his. Oh no, he did have some monologues though.
Yeah, he's kind of arrogant.
Yeah.
At the end there.
Okay, you got 4.
King Bradley from Full Metal Alchemist.
King Bradley. What does that sound
he
familiar?
He was the Fuhrer Bradley. He was one of the homunculus.
Oh, he turned out to be okay. Yeah, he was super strong too.
Like he was sort of a bad guy, but not really.
King Bradley.
Yeah, he's one of the homunculi with the eye patch.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy that looked like Tom Selleck.
Sure. He was definitely a bad guy. It's just he was like a two-face. He was like the plot twist, like the Two-Face thing. Like he was nice to everybody in the. He
was nice to like his family. Like he had values.
Yeah.
You know, he followed his orders, but he still had things that he loved and protect, like his family. You know, and even though his son was technically a homunculus, he still loved him like a son.
Yeah.
As well.
That's a good pick. Damn, I forgot about him, dude. Oh, why did I just load up Steam? Awesome.
I'm surprised by Randall now that I think about it.
Why?
No Tekken character.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true.
You said Suicide Squad, right?
Well, yeah. That's any universe.
It could be any universe.
Yeah, so I'm going to pick people who are going to get junk done.
He wants to make sure he like, when they say, if they look at him the wrong way, he'll obliterate the planet.
I'm also surprised no Sentinel.
Again.
Yeah, he picked the heaviest dude. Like
no.
He went for the Rockies, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody that's on my team can exist on a cosmic level, except for maybe Sephiroth.
Well, Vader would die.
I mean, but he exists in space, and he has the Force, which is kind of like a cosmic power.
I don't know if he can sustain it. I thought that like you use up energy. When you use the Force, doesn't it take stuff out of you?
When have you ever seen Darth Vader tired from using the Force?
Why do you think he's breathing so heavily?
Huh? No, he's breathing heavy because he's messed up.
That's a joke. I get it. I know. Dude, you're at 4 or 5. Come on.
I think that was 5.
Last one, dude. Make it count.
Cat's literally named after somebody you can say.
That's true.
No, the last one I'd probably have to pick Frieza.
Whoa, wow. Frieza out of... Why Frieza?
He's very cynical and very, like, fuck it all. Like, he tried to blow up the friggin' planet to kill everybody else because he knew he was going to win anymore. Twice.
Oh, you're right. Twice. Okay, I can see that.
Well, one time
he won. If you want somebody who's going to go in and just, like, get the job done, he's going to be one of those people.
No. He's going to torture you.
Yeah, he likes to draw it out.
Cooler is the one you want.
Actually, yeah, Cooler I think is the type of person you might want on there. All right, well, that's our Suicide Squads, with Randall just picking the overpowered fucking team. That was fun to do. We can definitely skip news, guys. Like, we're already at the 2-hour mark here. Holy shit, good job, guys. We did it. We changed it up. New releases, we can do that real quick. For this week, Generation Zero comes out, which is that, like, 4-player co-op with, like, you fight robots with guns. It's weird. It's not getting right now. It's not getting good critic reviews. New Power Rangers fighting game comes out this week. Battle for the Grid. Dead Cells expansion called Rise of the Giant comes out. I think it's a free update, so if you already have Dead Cells, look for that. And Yoshi's Crafted World is out this week.
And then Outward.
And Outward. I didn't add it because I didn't know about it until you told me about it. Like, I looked at the list and I'm like, none of these look familiar. Outward comes out. Is that on all consoles, or is it just like...
I think it's on... look. I'm pretty sure it's on, like, everything.
Okay. Well, you look that up, I'll keep going. Dumbo comes out in the movie theaters this week. I think it's the live-action movie, right? Mm-hmm. And then for music, Billie Eilish drops her album. When we all fall asleep, where do we go? So I'll definitely have impressions on that next week.
So So it looks like it may just only actually be for PC. It was developed by 9 Studio.
Okay.
Wow. Oh no, I'm sorry. PC, Xbox One, and PS4.
Oh, so it's multi-platform. So check that shit out. Looks like it has split screen co-op, so you can bring a friend.
Yeah.
That's about it. You guys got anything you want to plug?
Sorry, I was looking at something. I put out a song today, but it's not like I just put it out just because I was sitting on too much stuff. So
okay,
that's about it. I have to go find the link because I just remembered I did that.
Yeah, you can put it in the chat if you like. People can listen to it.
Tell me what to do.
You streaming this week?
I don't. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be streaming Sekiro.
Sekiro.
There's stuff I want to do, and I'm not sure. There's a new patch coming out tomorrow for Dragon Ball.
Oh, you can.
So maybe I don't know.
Probably
if I do stream any of these days, but I don't. It's like 50-50 right now. It's probably gonna be later than usual, like at 7
Okay.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know.
How about you, Kelsey? What you got? You streaming this week? Playing some more Sekiro?
I'm gonna try to. Probably gonna stream Sekiro after this ends.
All right, I'll probably raid you then. You know what I'm saying?
At least for a little bit. Hopefully gonna start getting back into a normal schedule, but I've just been really busy or had things come up, and especially with the house stuff. So.
Okay. Randall.
The new house is coming along great, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, you just told me you had an Ethernet in every freaking room, so yeah, that sounds great to me.
I have 3 in my office.
What the hell you need 3 for?
1 for the TV, 1 for the server, and 1 for my computer.
Okay, that works.
A server? What do you have a server for?
For things, Randall.
Oh, okay. I get it.
You got it?
Yeah.
I got it. That's all.
I gave my brother a hard drive, and Adam showed the hard drive to Dad, and Dad goes, "How did you get this? From Brian? Did you legally get this?" From Brian? Yeah, I legally got it from Brian. Who legally got it from somebody else. Who may or may not have illegally gotten it or legally gotten it. I can't say one way or the other.
And I'm not in court, damn it. Oh, man. Randall, what you got? You gonna be streaming this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming this week.
Nice. So nothing?
What's your stream schedule?
I don't have a stream schedule.
So you just lied to us.
It's off to Brainberry. He streams when he's ready.
Yeah, at any time, 3 in the morning, it's time to stream, and he just gets on for 20 minutes. And
that would be funny though if my first video was like at 2 or 3 in the morning.
You mean for stream, or you can upload videos at any time?
I mean stream.
Okay.
I'd watch. I'm still awake, so
I'm sure. Yeah,
I'd get up for it.
Yeah, people will watch Randall. Yeah, there's a lot of people in our Discord who's like sleep at 4 or 5 in the morning.
What is sleep?
Yeah, and that too.
I forgot.
All right, people.
Do you not work for a company anymore? Do you like work from home all the time now, Kelsey?
No, I work for a company. The company is based here. The dev side of it is based here in Charleston. But I have the privilege and ability to work remotely anytime I want to. So I spend most of my days at home.
That's cool.
Yeah. We know what's also cool? The end of this ADLR Podcast, episode 40. If you want to support... What the hell are you laughing at?
That was a good outro.
Thank you.
Slapped.
It slept or slapped?
It slept, yes.
All right. If you want to support that atrocity of a fucking set, you go to patreon.com/ADLRplays, where you can support us at any fucking tier at this point. You get the audio podcast early and video podcast early before it hits the world. If you don't want to do that, you can go to extralife.adlrplays.com and donate to the Orlando Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children charity. Like the topics we talked about. If you want to suggest a topic like Brian suggested with the Suicide Squad or your custom Suicide Squad, go to topics.adlrplays.com and we'll talk about it in the next podcast. Cutoff time 7 p.m. 8 Eastern, or 7 p.m. on Tuesday. 7 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. Jesus. And yeah, that's about it.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you guys for listening, watching, both. I'll see you guys next week. Everybody say bye.